What's going on? Johnson's Logic back with another video. Really, number one, I'm not gonna edit this video. I'll fix the Horizon issue. That's probably gonna be about it. This week has been super busy for us. That's why I haven't really gotten any chance to record anything. But today I'm gonna record something because like the week was going too well and I felt like something was gonna happen, and it did. So currently I'm sitting at TA waiting to get my trailer repaired. I don't know, this week started off pretty well though. You know, today, you know, I'm gonna record this today. Obviously I'm gonna upload this today if I'm not gonna do any editing. But you know, the beginning of this week started off great. We got a fantastic paying load that I can't talk to you guys about. But all in all, we picked that load up, had a chance to sit on it for a little bit of time, and then got it delivered. Actually ended up, after delivery of that load, I can tell you that that load delivered to Texas. After that, I actually ended up deadheading to another city in Texas. I actually used to live in Texas for 2 years. So I took that opportunity to go ahead and get my student a 34-hour reset since we're about to go home. So that way, you know, we can run these last couple days pretty hard, and then, you know, then we can go home. So got him a 34-hour reset up there in Texas. You know, kind of relax. You know, with that one load, you know, I got my fixed costs covered, plus some. So, you know, we were pretty set. I was confident in that 34-hour reset for him, in which we only sat for 24, and then I drove a load, you know, basically solo for him to finish up, and then he wrapped up the last couple miles on it. So we both got 34-hour resets in, and it was going well. You know, we took that repower load off of the Texas drop yard going to Birmingham. Had a little notes mix up with dispatch. They thought I needed to be home on Tuesday. However, we needed to be home Wednesday because my student has an appointment on Thursday. There was a little mix up of why we were coming so close to Georgia so soon. But again, it's okay because that repower load actually paid pretty well. Yes, it calculated at, you know, $1.27 per mile after the repower. But again, you know, like I said in my last video or the video before that, it's not always about the cents per mile, it's about the dollar per day, in which that load paid $1,000 for 12 hours of work. Of course I'm gonna take it. Like, that's easy money. So took that, and only took it, you know, it took a full drive shift basically, in which, you know, my student woke up before I got there, so I let him take it over. So I drove, you know, 3/4 of it, and he wrapped it up. You know, not a big deal. Delivered that load. Got a little mixed up with dispatch while I was in the sleeper berth, but called and woke up, I woke up and called dispatch, kind of got that situated. So we actually had a couple of load options that we could have taken. One was there was a repower multi-stop load that a driver was bringing in down from Arkansas, and we could have picked that up, and we were going to be on that load for 3 days. It was a 3-stop load, one in South Georgia and one in Atlanta, Georgia area, then back to Birmingham, Alabama for Wednesday. But with that load, I would have to deadhead from Birmingham, Alabama to a part of Georgia where my student resides, and then back to Atlanta where I reside. And that's, to me, that's too much deadhead. It didn't make a lot of sense for me to do that, especially, you know, something like that would have cost me to, you know, go home on home time. So I didn't want to do that. There was another load that picked up, still would have gave us the day off, but another load that picked up tomorrow, which would have been Monday, and delivered to a part of Georgia, don't remember which part, but that load wasn't paying basically anything. And also, you know, since we're going home, I still wanted to get some type of revenue, so I ended up turning that down. And then that's when we found out about the notation conflict with the our home time. So we ended up getting that discuss, and then we actually found another load to pick up, and that was, you know, it's about 200 mile deadhead, which is fine. Just, you know, despite the pay rate on it, I could see past that load. You know, to be honest, I didn't even calculate, you know, what exactly the cents per mile was on that load, but you know, I went ahead and took it only because I saw the potential of it. And sorry, there's another prime driver, but I saw the potential of it. It was a 200 mile deadhead up to Tennessee, you know, a short haul run going down to the Atlanta, Georgia area for 3 a.m. Actually, you know, it doesn't pay all that great, but again, it was more about the potential because, you know, again, another solo load that I can run by myself. You know, I had my student drive as far as he could to get as close to the 01. And if the plan would have went accordingly, then I would have been able to finish off that drive to the 01, drop and hook that trailer. I'm sorry, give me one moment. Again, I'm not gonna edit this, so, or I might, I don't know. Hello? Hey. The back of bay number, is the back of the bay, is that where the fuel aisle is, where these guys are standing? Oh, there's a bobtail in there with the hood up on that side. Gotcha. All right, will do. All right, bye. All right, so yeah, I'm not gonna edit that, no sensitive information, but you will guys see me drive. Again, I'm in a parking lot, and I will not be looking at the camera because that is illegal, I believe. But yeah, so our day kind of got screwed up on this one.
You have 7 hours and 30 minutes
because
of drive time.
On our way to the 01, first of all, we had a claim on that load out of Birmingham. 1 second. So we actually ended up having a claim on that load at our last 90, and that took up a bit of our time. We had to figure out what we were going to do with that product, work with our claims department on that one. After that, you know, we kind of got our plan together as far as this, you know, heading to Tennessee and picking up this load. We had a plan for it, and you know, everything was going well. Got to a certain washout. You know, I'm not gonna put their name or exactly where they are, because you know that's it's too much. But it's gonna be a pretty funny back. But apparently during the washout, they opened our reefer door and snapped the door hinge. So with that being said, we are now at a TA for them to repair the door hinge, but again, that made us late to the 01. And now this dude saw me start backing up, and he's gonna wait. Anyway, so you know, at that washout, apparently when they opened the door opened just fine, but I guess they went back and looked at the surveillance video and saw when they tried to shut the door, the associate had trouble closing it, and they saw exactly on the camera footage, they saw exactly when the door hinge snapped. So that was kind of unfortunate. I knew something bad was going to happen because the trip number I'm on, the first 3 numbers consecutively are 6s. I'm not, you know, super, you know, superstitious or anything. However, you know, gotta call a spade on this one. So I knew that something was going to happen. Didn't think it was going to be that bad, but apparently it was. 1 second, let me concentrate. knew it was gonna be, you know, I knew something was gonna happen just based off of that fact alone. You know, of course I got in contact with Road Assist and, you know, to see exactly what they wanted me to do with the trailer. Of course, luckily for us, it's T across the street. I got with dispatch, let them know that, hey, something happened with the trailer. We're going to be, we're going to be late. You know, and a possible solution that I thought of, you know, to kind of fix everything up, I actually had my dispatch look for another prime driver, you know, hopefully a solo driver that had an empty, clean, and washed out trailer already. That, you know, if he was taking his 10-hour break, we could swap trailers. That way, you know, while he's taking his break, he can have the trailer repaired, and, you know, we can go ahead, you know, me and my co-driver can go ahead and, you know, go pick up our load, you know, no harm, no foul. However, that didn't work out either. That driver ended up leaving early to go pick up his load, is what my dispatch told me, which is cool, not a big deal. You know, just advising that we're, you know, in order to get this fixed, we're going to be late. And I keep looking back because I'm looking at the tech messing around with the trailer. But let dispatch know we're going to be late to go pick up that load because of the door hinge. So now we're currently getting that looked at to get fixed. But, you know, it's just, I just had this feeling like my week was going too well, you know. And usually, and I see a lot of other drivers, like, not just prime drivers, but I see a lot of other drivers will, you know, like, hey, something always happens on my home time. Like, this is the first time I've ever taken, you know, first of all, this is the first time I've ever scheduled home time prior to the week of. I had this scheduled about 3 weeks ago. But I've never had anything happen before my home time. This will be the first time that I have a scheduled home time and something happened. And it just happened to be a fluke that, you know, this was going on. I mean, I know generally, you know, I'm going to be able to make it home for Wednesday, for obviously. But this is also one of the loads where I was scheduled to pick up this load and I was actually given a pre-plan. I know I've complained about that in one of my prior videos, but they actually gave me a pre-plan for us to pick up after we finish with this load, and now that's going to be up in the air because of this repair. So it's like, finally ask for something, finally get it, something happens. Great. So, you know, I just, something was just eating at me, you know, just like when we were making that delivery, I'm like, this week is going too well. Like, I know something's going to happen. As soon as I saw that trip number, I'm like, for sure.
Hey man. Hey. Shut the door, it's bent.
It's bent?
Yeah, so you don't put that bracket on, it ain't gonna be able to close it, man. It's gonna need a new door. Yep. I'll let New Prom know. There's some trailer shops around here.
Okay.
They'll see you somewhere. We'll let them know it's you somewhere.
Alright, I appreciate it.
Alright, good man. Sorry about that.
And there it is. So now they can't even fix the trailer door. Whew. This week is gonna get hectic. Let's see. Just sending a message to my dispatch. We do have a kind of a semi-plan in place, so we kind of figured this may or may not have happened. So, you know, we did have a backup plan. Definitely not gonna talk about it because, you know, that's a case-by-case basis. I apparently am going to get approved for this method of transportation in this case, but I'm definitely not going to broadcast it out what that method is. But we're going to go ahead and get the show on the road. Unfortunately, TA is not going to be able to fix it, so I'm probably going to have to find a trailer shop, hopefully somewhere nearby. And there you go, take that information with what it is. So that's what we're gonna do with this trailer for sure. But yeah, something was just, it was just eating at me. I knew something was gonna happen. You know, sometimes you just get this feeling, and strangely enough, despite the well, it's been a couple months since I posted that video with that trailer tire on that nightmare of a trailer. I don't remember when that was, but I remember I picked up out of Walmart in Cactus, Texas, and about 30-40 miles from picking that trailer up, the air chamber blew. So this is kind of, you know, it's kind of one of those situations. Like, I had a feeling something was going to happen on that trailer too, and I just had that same feeling this morning. And here we are. Excuse me. So, you know, with this downtime, like I said, I'm not going to edit this. I'm still not going to make it any longer than what it already is. I'm going to go ahead and fix this tilt situation. I'm going to rewatch it through to make sure there's no sensitive information put out as far as, you know, where exactly I am and what, you know, any specific locations going on. But outside of that, I will probably have enough time to go ahead and record another video this week before home time. I might do a video or two while I'm on home time, only to simply catch up. I know it's been a week. Of course. Only because I know it's been a week since I've uploaded, and I apologize about that. I did say I was going to be more consistent, but like I said, this week was it's a little hectic. It was a great week, but it was a little hectic for me and my student. You know, I was going to do a video in Springfield when we were there, but just didn't find the time to get around to that. I had a couple meetings that I attended while I was there. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.